get to the end of Credit Wise or Credit Sesame or Credit Karma and it asks for ID or asks for your SSN or information mismatch, existing profile conflict. If the system asks for too much verification, that usually means the information is already tied somewhere else. So you don't want to be using numbers like that. And if that information is tied somewhere else, then you have to move on from that application. So you will have to start the process over. So don't try to force it. Don't try to put in ID information or social information or anything like that. It's over. You have to start over. So I know it's frustrating, and that's why some people ask us to do it here at the network because it is a frustrating process, but this is just how it works. So you got to make sure that you're doing it right and make sure that you're using a non-issued number, and then you won't run into that issue. So using a non-issued number is a process in and of itself, and that's basically you getting approved at the Social Security Administration to verify socials, and then you could be able to do your own unissued numbers. So security questions, expect verification questions, keep county saved. So usually the answer to the verification questions is your county. Match profile location, stay consistent. One of the biggest security question details is usually the county connected to the address. So you want to make sure that you have the county written down, and that's usually going to be the answer to the security questions. Sometimes it's another obvious answer about your address or something about your file, and then everything else is going to be an incorrect answer. So you don't have any car information, you don't have any school loans, you don't have any credit cards. Those are just, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to make you answer the questions wrong, and then you won't get approved for a credit monitoring site. So just make sure you answer the question. There's only going to be a few things correct about your file, and usually the main thing that they have in the data for your file is your address. So that's why registering your CP with the IRS is also going to be good too, because that address is going to be in the system as well. So you have to make sure that all the information is the same, and that's why I always say to make sure that you create your file before you do the register with CP with the IRS, because why would you register a CP with the IRS if you're not going to have an actual file created? So make sure you create your file first. And then once you create your file, then you can go to the other parts of the process. So next step after tri merging, you just want to add a primary trade line.